Welcome to the CeBIT channel here at YouTube. I'm with Peter Hirschberg, who is the CMO and the chairman of Technorati. Can you tell us, please, what do you think IT leaders can do to improve life in the global village?
So I think that IT leaders in many ways hold an awful lot of the keys here. After all, the principal factors of change in our society, the concept of peer collaboration, of Web 2.0, of giving voice to the audience, all come about through IT technology. And what we're seeing is these are terrific ways for firms to get closer to their customers, for things to get manufactured more efficiently because you have collaboration going on. And the key thing for IT leaders is that IT, which used to be just in charge of technology in a company, suddenly has the keys to all of the change elements of a company. The role of things like wikis, the role of giving your audience voice, of including your customers as part of your brand. CEOs are going to their IT guys saying, how do we get this stuff right? Because all this Web 2 stuff is IT stuff. IT people are being pulled into these real strategic business issues of how do we reform the firm as a more collaborative device. So the first thing is IT can either be a bit resistant or a bit more traditional, saying we have to, move systems slowly, or it can be almost like a lab and understand the change and see how you can bring about productivity and see how you can bring about greater customer delight and the rest of it. So there's a very big role for IT here as a mover of change, as an ally in companies of understanding how this Web 2 technology empowers your employees so that your company is more productive and that people are happier and creating stuff at a better rate, bringing your customers in so that they're co-creators with you. And this stuff ultimately starts bringing about a certain amount of social good, because this is these are more effective ways to solve problems, whether it's create problems or things like that.
Can I interrupt you there? Because I want to know from your expertise at Technorati, how much influence online consumers have in making or breaking a brand or a product?
I think that it's almost an odd question. It's like customers clearly are all involved in making a brand or not. And when the great portion of your customers are online, and when the studies tell us 57 to 64% of your customers are actually creating content and talking, it's the most vital thing in the world. So online communities are the brand. And I think the interesting thing here is traditionally brands have been a bit defensive. Maybe our customers will say something bad and hurt it. The most interesting stuff is that online communities can come together and make the brand in ways that marketing people go from doing all the work to almost like orchestra conductors. If you look at a brand like Lego, its enthusiasts really help make the brand. Yeah. When Dove went from selling soap to asking about real beauty and becoming a platform for women's self-esteem, they just took over and helped make the brand. And the opportunity for brands to almost throw open things and let their customers talk is huge. Consumer electronic companies now know very little about their products after they're released because the usage history are in the minds of its customers. If they embrace that, they lower costs and increase delight. Yeah. So there's just an enormous opportunity here. And the key thing is, instead of being defensive, embracing it. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's a very strong message. I hope you enjoy the rest of the global conferences. Thanks.